And throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks can also take a lot of budget too.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt about that.
So on that note, why is a marketing plan important? Why can't we just throw stuff in the wallets and see what sticks and hope some of it works?
I mean, sometimes it does, right? I mean, there's certainly a lot of experimentation that goes with marketing. Like it's like a scientific activity. Marketing isn't just like art, creating these really clever creatives and designs and campaigns and things. There's a scientific aspect to it that's really important. And
it's not like Mad Men?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Later on, if my children ever watch, was like, what are they putting in their mouths? Those are called cigarettes. At some point in the future, this will be gone, right?
There was a movie made yesterday, where cigarettes were not even around anymore. Totally offshoot, but
no, Mad Men's great. I mean, we could have like a whole kind of weekly show just breaking down Mad Men, but I mean, a little bit late to that party, but anyway, yeah.
In Mad Men's defense, they didn't really have as many tracking tools as they do now, so it may have been a lot more like, let's throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how would they know if they got business from a TV ad or a newspaper ad or whatever, unless you ask people? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, there was a lot of surveying going on, but it is kind of a sidebar. But it's interesting how marketing has changed over the years. I mean, I'm not a marketing historian, but I do know with how technology has changed with the internet and everything else, internet being the biggest one, it really changes how marketers can do research and get feedback and get measurements and data to attribute the marketing campaigns and to see how engagement is working. And it's only going to get crazier, right? When tracking eyeballs in like a real-time sense from drones and cameras and things, and people looking at the stuff, I mean, in a more comprehensive basis, it's almost certainly going to be more and more pervasive. But back then, no, you didn't have that, and so really relied upon people being experts in those particular industries and having the networks and relationships. So you kind of see this process in how decades ago, who you knew and being experienced in that particular industry helped with the marketing itself. But now that maybe not as necessary, because you can do that research so easily, so much easier at least. And just having the marketing fundamentals is such a big place. But having a marketing plan be important in general, though. I mean, just the process of planning, right? So helping you to learn about what your competitive situation is, to enable you to make those tough choices. And you have tough choices because you have constraints, and then to align your team, right? So in order to conserve resources, to use your resources strategically, it's understanding the actual scenario that you're in. What is the competition you're up for? What is the net addressable audience that you could sell your product to? Where should you invest your money then to act on that? And how can you align your team to be working efficiently as they move that forward? That's what planning allows you to do. I mean, whether it's like planning for a battle and war or doing marketing, certainly that's a little bit more dire and mortal in the sense. But from that kind of analogy, it still matters, because at the end of the day, whether you succeed or fail is going to depend on how much planning you put in front of it. And certainly, and this is maybe this is an Eisenhower quote or something like that, but no battle plans survives first brush with the battlefield. The situations change, but a marketing plan, I would say, isn't intended to be something that's just like a tome that you just follow religiously. I mean, it's going to adapt
as change, as your metrics change and as your tracking changes. So with all these tracking things in place, it almost seems like that may be, and I'm probably wrong, but that may be enough to guide the planning process. So that what would a marketing plan do aside from that, and do those metrics tie into the planning process in the beginning?
What does the marketing plan do? Well, I mean, looking at it from like high level concepts, it's going to provide clarity. I mean, it's going to give you clarity into how you can move forward and proceed. What is the route you need to go? If you get this fork in the road, it's kind of like a roadmap. Right? I mean, Daddy, what is our roadmap? I mean, we have it on our phone now. I use Google Maps all the time and Apple Maps to get me where I need to go. Like the grocery store because I can't remember how to get there. I got so much other things going on in my head, but yeah, I mean, it's a roadmap.
Yes.
I do the best I can, I'm trying. And when you have that kind of roadmap, that's going to give you confidence. So you're going to be more confident about making the investments you need to make to see them through, because marketing is rarely an instant gratification sort of thing. Maybe there's different types of marketing and approaches, right? Some are more immediate than others. And, if you're somewhere on that spectrum of when you're going to get that feedback and results, the longer the time frame is, you may start to get nervous and wonder, oh, is this really working? Should we bail? Should we pull the plug? Having a plan in place that as you spent the time to see how it's going to unfold and even probably predict how long it'll take to see the kind of results you want, that'll give you confidence to stay the course. You get a visibility into what you need to do at each of these steps of ways. And there's also visibility to all the people you're collaborating with. So, a small company may not have a ton of people involved, but there could be higher level business strategy, the company owner, and then maybe a marketing analyst on the team, or maybe even you're collaborating with an outside vendor or something like that. Having everybody on the same page is going to be critical to get the kind of success you want. So having something that you can all draw from, that you can read and review and poke and prod and adjust, right? I mean, that helps. Give structure to the whole process in general. The way I see the typical marketing flow is you starting with, first you have to understand that, yes, we need to do something about our marketing. And then where do you start first is analyzing where you are currently. What is the status quo? Even your company or even the market in general that you're in, your industry, develop a strategy to help you achieve whatever your goals are, with respect to your constraints and how you want to proceed. Implement that in a tactical manner, whatever the different channels are that you're going to be involved with, whether that's social media, SEO, digital media like ebooks, just it grows every day, right? With digital marketing. And then of course measuring, so you talked about all the tools and analytics and stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest changes I would say in marketing in the last 10 years is the ability to measure so many different things in real time even. And so what gets measured gets improved. It's a cycle, and then it just completes and goes over and over again.
Hi, this is Sarah from Denverdata Web. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and subscribe for future digital strategy chats. You can also visit our website at denverdata.com or find us on social media at Denverdata Web.